Do you know what to really take on a cruise? No, I'm not talking about clothes and shoes. I'm talking about what you really should be taking on a cruise that nobody's talking about. So let's talk about it. One of the first items you really want to take on a cruise is tea. For those that get to drink packages, for those that drink too much and get hangover, tea would be an excellent source to drink to get over that hangover.
Make sure you get caffeine-free tea, because the caffeine is just going to dehydrate you more if you get that.
Make sure it's herbal tea. The next important thing you want to take is
luggage tag covers. So we all used to getting that paper luggage tags. So if you get it wet or you don't have a stapler to attach them to your suitcase, those little clear plastic covers work wonders. They're really inexpensive on Amazon, and they're a must.
And you don't have to worry about taping your luggage papers on your luggage. You don't have to worry about the staples. They just slide right in there. You won't go anywhere. And you can reuse them over and over and over.
Over and over and over.
Third thing you really want to take is dude bombs. Hey, you don't want the bathroom smelling. You don't want your room smelling because everybody's going there to eat so much food. And guess what? What goes in gotta come out.
Must come out.
And you don't want your room smelling, especially if you got other people in the room, guests coming to visit, or even when you find that stall over by the casino and you really gotta go. It covers up everything, leaves the bathroom smelling like you've never been in there. Wonderful.
Ladies, just because it said dude bombs, don't mean it's only for the dudes.
Yes.
I use them as well. They are an absolute must.
Just put one in your pocket for emergencies when you gotta go.
Fourth item on the list that is an absolute must is a luggage tag. A way of identifying your luggage. There's hundreds, thousands of people with the same luggage. What is going to make yours stand out so that you know you're grabbing the correct bag? Short story, we were going on a cruise and I had a bag that evidently looked just like somebody else's bag. And I was waiting and waiting and waiting on my bag. My bag never came. I saw a bag that looked like mine, but because I had a luggage tag on it, I knew it wasn't mine. Long story short, somebody grabbed my bag without looking at the tag, and I was able to reach them by their luggage tag, calling them and say, "Hey, I think you have my bag." Sure enough, they turned around, headed back to the airport, and bought me my bag, and I was able to give them their bag. It was a hot mess. I was about to go on a cruise, a 7-day cruise, with no clothes.
No, she would have made me go and buy her $1,000 worth of clothes. She wouldn't have went on there without clothes.
Maybe not 1,000, maybe about 500.
We would have had to do a shopping spree.
That might have not would have been a bad idea. Buy the luggage tag. Very inexpensive. You can get them from Walmart. You can get them from Target. You can get them from Amazon. Just get a tag that's going to make your luggage stand out from all the other thousands of pieces of luggage that's out there.
Yes. Number 5, and this is high on my list. Dude wipes. Fellas, gotta keep clean. And just because they say dude wipes again,
ladies, I use them as well. The fragrance-free dude wipes. Always, always, always carry them. I have some in my desk at work. I have some in my purse. I always have the dude wipes.
And you empty nesters, just because it's the two of you, do like you did when you first met. always want to be clean, always want to smell fresh. Take the dude wipes so you are fresh.
Yes.
You don't want any accidents left anywhere.
That would be a mess.
Yes. And word of note, if you're on a cruise and you take them, you can't flush them down the toilet, because guess what's going to happen in your room? It's going to clog the toilet. Maintenance is going to have to come and snake it and unclog it, and then they're going to charge you. So if you're going on a cruise, you have to put it in those little baggies. So guys, get used to those little baggies. It's not just for the women, but stay clean.
Stay clean. Last item, but not least, is cash.
Cash.
You ask, why would I need cash? My tips are already included. I've already paid for everything. But I am a firm believer, if you're going on vacation or if somebody give you exemplary service, you should tip.
Yes.
If you can't afford to tip, don't go out to eat. We only take 1s and 5s. Anything larger it will be a bother for us. 1s and 5s are crucial. Whether we want to kick $3 to somebody, $5, $10, the 1s and 5s would suffice. And we generally take about, how much would you say we take with us on each cruise in cash?
Maybe just $100.
$100 per person will far more than cover those 7 days. But just make sure that you take cash to tip. The porters getting your bags at the cruise port, make sure and tip them. You come in with 5 pieces of luggage and then you walk away.
Yeah.
How cruel is that? Tip the people. They work hard. They're ensuring your bag gets to where it needs to be without harm and without delay. Take care of the porters.
And if you can't do the $100 or $200, take the $100. If you can't do 20%, give 10%. You gotta tip the driver from the airport. You gotta tip them to get to the cruise port. Get from the cruise port. You gotta tip the porter. You probably tip the bartender. There's so many people you're gonna tip, so that $200 is gonna go away very fast. And if you have money left over, take it to the casino or go buy you a trinket or a candy or something. So that $200 will go very fast.
Yes. And you can decide how much it is that you tip. Maybe it's 10%, maybe it's 20%, maybe it's a little bit more, but you decide that as long as you tip something.
Tip something. It could be $5 per luggage. Tip something.
Tip something.
There was one incident, we went on a cruise and the porter had maybe 10 or 15 bags all loaded up. It was a lady, and she got them from their vehicle, took them all the way to the line. They didn't tip her a thing. I felt kind of bad for her.
I felt sorry for that lady, but I'm sure they see it a lot. But if you can afford to go on a cruise or you can afford to do whatever vacation, please tip.
Another instance, we went on an excursion. You also tip those people. We went on an excursion. After the excursion, she did a wonderful job, and once we got off the bus, they didn't tip her.
They didn't tip her. That was at one of the cabanas that we were at, the private cabanas, over the water cabanas. And instead of tipping her, we didn't drink our bottle of champagne. Some other people didn't. So we gave her the champagne, the bottle of champagne. And we also gave her a tip. But they gave her the bottle of champagne as a tip.
And no cash.
That's not a tip. That would have been thrown away or reused if you would have left it there. That's not a tip. If somebody gives you exemplary service, tip. Just that simple. Tip. If you can't afford to tip, don't go on an excursion. Got it?
But those are some of our tips. And if you want to know more tips, more things to really pack on the cruise,
stay tuned for more videos. Bye guys, stay blessed.
Peace.